Hi everyone, welcome to the IBOtoolbox training webinar. I'm Chris Karafotis. I'm going to be your host for the webinar. For those of you that are new to IBO, I want to welcome you to our community. Whether you're just getting started with IBOtoolbox or you're a veteran member, training is critical to your success. Over the next 30 to 45 minutes, I'm going to be putting out information on how to utilize all these amazing tools and resources that you have at your fingertips. And I know this platform might seem a little overwhelming at first, but I promise you that if you just continue to attend these webinars and get the training that you need to succeed, you'll be up to speed before you know it. A couple of things that I want to go over before we get started with the webinar. If this is the first time that you're attending an IBOtoolbox training webinar, what I'm going to cover is an introduction to IBOtoolbox. I'm going to go over some of the basics, show you how to get started, show you how to get helper assistance. I'm also going to show you how to get extended training on the IBOtoolbox platform and its family of websites. And at the end of the webinar, I'm going to wrap it up and issue you a credit coupon code worth 400 IBO credits that you can use to redeem for advertising on the platform. You have to stay with us through the whole webinar because I'm going to give out that credit code at the very end of the webinar. So it's not automatic. And I'm also going to answer the most frequently asked question this week at the help desk: how to redeem these credit coupon codes. So stay with me. The Wednesday night training sessions are question and answer sessions. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to start entering in your questions into the chat area so I can answer them. Make sure that you do that right away now. Don't wait until the end, because once we run out of time, I can't answer any more questions. So the early bird gets the worm, so go ahead and start entering in your questions into the chat area. Okay, so a couple of things that I want to tell you. Make sure that you go over and follow IBOtoolbox on Facebook and on Twitter. You want to do that because those two venues are great ways to stay up to date with IBOtoolbox. You also want to follow IBO Social on Facebook and Twitter. Okay, so definitely make sure that you're doing that. Okay, so again, the credit coupon code is issued to those that are in live attendance. So I've got this webinar up for recording, but I will stop the recording before I give out the credit code. Okay, so you have to hang out with me for 45 minutes. It's going to be a lot of fun, lots of really cool things going on here at IBO, some changes and some other things that you're going to want to learn about. So again, if you've just joined us, make sure that you start entering in your questions into the chat area so that I can answer them for you. Okay, so a little bit about me. I am an IBO member just like you. I've been here at IBO since 2011, so a little over 5 years, almost since the very beginning of IBO. Okay, so, and I love this platform. I've been in the network marketing industry for 16 years, and boy, do I wish there was something like IBOtoolbox back then when I first started out. So we are really lucky to have IBOtoolbox. And you know, once you understand how this platform works, you guys are just going to love it, because it has really done a lot of, it's really contributed to the success of a lot of members. And it doesn't matter what business you're in, it's all about building relationships. And this platform was developed for us, independent business owners, network marketers, direct salespeople, MLMers, whatever you want to call us. But it's every feature, tool, widget, and app was developed for all of us. So that's what's really cool about IBO. So anyway, so I'm a member just like you. I do have some businesses, but I focus my my time on training you guys, okay? So I want to make sure that you understand how to use this platform. And you might be asking, why do I do that? Well, when I first joined IBO, I didn't know how to use it. Just like you, I sat on the sidelines and I thought, how does this platform work? Well, then I found out that there were training webinars. So I jumped on the webinars, and all of a sudden it was just like the light bulb went off. That's how you use that. Oh, okay, I get it now. So I've never missed a training webinar even before I started doing them. So I really think that training's important for everyone's success. It doesn't matter what you do. If you've just joined a network marketing company, you need to know how that company works. You need to know how the compensation plan works. You need to know how to explain that business to your prospects. You need training. You just can't say, hey, that looks good. I think I'm going to join, and I'm going to go out and tell everybody about it. Because you know what? When you pick up the phone or you're sitting in front of someone, you're going to be like, I don't know. At least that's what I would do. So I always like to be prepared, and I hope that you guys prepare yourself for success. So you're absolutely making the right step to learn how the platform works. So let's get into how it works. So if you've just joined us, make sure that you enter in any questions that you have into the chat area here on the webinar, because this is a question and answer session. And as I mentioned earlier, one of the most frequently asked questions this last week at the help desk was how to redeem credit coupon codes. So I'll definitely show you how to do that. I will issue a credit coupon code for you at the end of the webinar. It's not automatic. If you have to jump off before I issue it, you're out of luck. Okay, these are for the credit codes are for the people that are in live attendance. So you definitely want to hang out until the very end. Okay, so enough chitter chatter about all of that. So what is IBOtoolbox? IBOtoolbox is a free state-of-the-art marketing platform. It was specifically developed to give internet marketers the ability to promote their products and services on the internet. By using this powerful suite of tools properly, you're going to see short-term and long-term results from your efforts. IBOtoolbox is a constantly growing business building platform, and it protects its members in a safe haven environment for them to operate from. Now, you'd think that a platform of this magnitude would have a monthly cost associated with it, but guess what? IBOtoolbox is completely free. There are no levels, packages, enrollment fees, or anything like that. IBOtoolbox is a 100% free platform that's not going to tell you to upgrade after you join, and all members of IBO have the same exact features and tools regardless of their financial situation. So what does IBOtoolbox do? Well, first of all, it works. You know, there's so many systems and tools out there on the internet that really don't work. They're more about the hype with no return for using them. So whether you're a part-time or full-time internet marketer, you're going to quickly discover that IBOtoolbox doesn't hype it up, but rather it over-delivers on every aspect. At IBO, you're going to find the most targeted audience. IBOtoolbox averages way over 300,000 visitors each day, and they're looking for opportunities just like you to make some extra money. They're finding your products and services through the search engines based on the content that you put into IBO. Okay, this is key, you guys. Your press releases that you've published, your wall entries, your comments, they all get indexed. But it's really important to know who you're marketing to. 96% of that daily traffic is non-member traffic. So here's how it works. You've written a press release, and it's been shot out there by IBO to all the search engines or whatever, and it gets indexed out there, okay? And somebody has went to, let's say, Google, and they've entered in search terms that equal what you've written about in your press release. That's how they're finding you. In everything that you do, your comments, your wall entries, that's how they're finding you. They are going to Google or Yahoo or Bing or wherever, and they're entering these terms, and that's how they're finding you. And I'm going to show you, in fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show you where this stuff, how they're seeing your press releases and your wall posts and so on and so forth. So we as members are spending all of our time here on IBOtoolbox, on the dashboard, doing our wall entries, you know, publishing our press releases through the press release tool, commenting on other members' press releases, and so forth. Okay, so this is really considered our back office. Okay, this is where you do all of your activity. But the members see this, right? This is 4% of the traffic. So we as members, as we're going through our day-to-day activity, we are seeing this. Okay, but when somebody enters in search terms that equal, what you've commented on or written about or whatever, written about or whatever, they are finding you not inside here because they're not members yet, right? So where are they finding you? Well, let's explore this a little bit. So if I've done a wall post, they could find me on my social wall. This is my public storefront, my IBO social profile. If I click on social wall, they're seeing my posts here. Okay, so they're seeing everything that I've posted right here. Now, they're also seeing all those posts on the wall if you go to the main IBO hub. Okay, so they're seeing this here. So if we go back over here, I want to do this. And I think I need to refresh this. So let me refresh this. Okay, so this is the refreshed wall, and this is moving a little fast tonight. We got a lot of traffic going on here. And there we go. Okay, so this is the same exact posts here as what we as members see on the inside at the dashboard, okay? So the non-member, that 96% of the daily traffic is seeing this. So they can click on names, they can go to the member's IBO social profile, they can view press releases. They really basically have the same opportunity to click on any of these links here to find out more. Okay, the same opportunity we have here. All right, so let's take it a step further. The other place that they're coming to, or your posts and so forth can be seen, is on the front page of IBOtoolbox, where someone can join or they can log in. Okay, so because if you go down here, let me refresh this. It's been sitting here for a minute. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. I think that the developers are working on something here, maybe. Or maybe it's just not coming up. Usually the wall's right here. Okay, let's do this. Let's go to refresh only and show recent press releases. Let's see if that works. Okay, something's up here. I think the development team must be working on it. But usually you'd see the wall in this area here. Okay, just as you see it here. All right, so it would be showing over here. Okay, so that's where else they see it. So they've got a lot of opportunity to see your posts. And as you can imagine, the more active you are, the more chance you have of getting in front of that target audience. Because again, they're coming to IBO based on the content that you put in. So they're looking for opportunities just like you. So IBOtoolbox is a community of like-minded internet marketers just like yourself, and it was specifically developed for the internet marketer. Every feature, tool, widget, and app was developed to help you market your business. And the cool thing about IBO is that it allows you to build a business relationship with the other members, getting them to know, like, and trust you. And that's really the business that we're in. We are in the business of relationship marketing. So what better opportunity and what better environment we have here at IBOtoolbox to do that. So when you offer value first in everything that you do, your comments, your press releases, your posts, when you offer value first, that always opens the door to opportunity, and then business will flow naturally. So if you've just joined us, I just want to put a shout out to make sure that you've entered in your questions into the chat area so that I can start to answer them. If you're new to the platform, we're going to go over how to get your profile set up, just the basic steps. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, oh yeah, I told you at the beginning of the webinar I was going to let you know how to get extended training. I have a site called marketwithchris.com. When you go to the site, and you can get to it through, I think it's in the email that gave you your credit code tonight, and also too, it's marketwithchris.com. You can go down here to the bottom right and also click here to register. At marketwithchris.com, there's up-to-date IBOtoolbox training. You won't find any more up-to-date training for IBOtoolbox than what's on marketwithchris.com. It's free to register, so you're going to click Gain Access for free here. And then once you get inside, you'll have access to 42 IBOtoolbox lessons. Each lesson that you complete, which is a short video lesson on everything from setting up your profile, the basics as far as account settings, how to comment on a wall post, publishing a press release, everything about the credit center, advertising, how to create a listing ad and set up a banner advertising, promotional links and graphics. You want to know where you can go and get the promotional material to promote IBOtoolbox, creating the IBO URL and .NET aliases, the IBO Extra platform, IBO banners, IBO Exchange, IBO gigs, IBO list, IBO tube, rebrandable traffic, and the list continues to grow. So you get credits for watching each one of these video lessons. IBO credits that you can use to redeem for advertising over at IBOtoolbox to advertise on IBO and its family of websites. So take advantage of that. That's 2,250 credits that you can actually more than that. Let's see, another 5 on there. So it's actually 2,500 credits that you can actually earn by training. So how cool is that? All right, so anyways, if you've just joined us again, make sure to enter in your questions and let's get started. Let me look and see what questions you guys have for me. I love doing this because it's very impromptu. You never know what I'm going to be asked. Okay, hopefully you have sound now. You probably put that in before. I know you got sound. Okay, all right, you guys. When I actually start the webinar, I don't turn the sound on until the top of the hour. So, okay, so how do I accept associate invitations? Great question. Okay, so you might have gotten an email saying that somebody was requesting association with you. Okay, Facebook calls them friends. IBOtoolbox calls them associates. So it's basically the same thing. So a couple of different ways. You can go to My Associates area, or if this icon is lit up here, it means that you have new associate requests. So we'll just go ahead and go to My Associates, and those requests would actually be up here. And I don't have any new requests pending, but they would actually show up here. And what would happen, it would be the member name, how many stars they have, the date they requested, and then either a thumbs up with a green or a thumbs down, I think it's yellow, to accept or deny. And that's how you would accept a new associate. How do I create a press release the right way? Okay, so really want you to elaborate on that a bit, okay? Because to create a press release, it's really simple. You click on PR tool under IBO apps. Then you would click on create press release, or you can scroll down. Get down to the press release editor, you give it a title, you give it your website link, which is the target website, okay, where you want people to go to get more information about whatever you're writing about. So, for instance, if you were writing about your affiliate site, you would put that link in there for the website link, Okay, give it some keywords. Here's what I'd like to do, and here's what I would recommend. You don't have to be an SEO expert. Okay, so don't stress yourself out about trying to figure out what keywords. The most easiest way to do this is write your press release first, and I would recommend that you use a notepad document. You want to use notepad, not what's the other one? WordPad. You don't want to use, you want to use Notepad, okay? Why use Notepad? Because Notepad will just create the text, okay? If you try and use like Word or Microsoft Word or any of those, what's going to happen is when you copy this press release that you're going to compose and paste it into the press release content editor, it's going to bring over unnecessary code, and it's going to make your press release look all whacked out. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Anyway, so you're going to, write your press release here and then copy it and paste it in here. So let's say we've just written a press release. Whoops. I don't know. Here. Let's see. Think fast. Think fast. Okay, I'm going to edit this. If you want to edit your previous press releases, it's just down further. So let's say I'm going to just, and I'm not going to copy everything, but I'm just going to do this. Okay. And I'm going to go back to create press release. And I'm going to go to my notepad document. I'm going to paste it in here. Okay, so this is my document here. So I am just going to copy this, highlight it, and I do Control C for copying, or you can do right-click copy. Okay, but I do the shortcut key now that I did that. Okay, so then I'm going to go over here, and you have to use Control V to paste it in here. Okay, if I do, what is it? It won't work if I do right click. So I'm just going to do, and even if you go to, which is it? This one here. If you go to paste, it tells you need to use Control plus the V key. Okay, so Control V. All right, so now I can go in and I can format it. I've got a link here, so I want to make it clickable. So I want to go over here, and I want to keep that, and I'm just going to display the same thing. Okay, you can put a title here if you want, target. I always like to open mine in a new window. Okay, so I'll go ahead. Oh, yeah, yes. Okay, I forgot to put the http:// in there. So you definitely want to make sure that you do that. Sorry about that. So if I did that, it just added that in the beginning. Okay, all right, so if I wanted to highlight something, I could do it here, make it bold. Maybe I wanted to add the highlight background color of yellow to make it stand out. I could change the font color if I want. I could center this portion. You can add an image, but you have to have the image URL to do that, and so forth. Okay, so that's, and then what I would do for the keywords is I would go back and I would enter in keywords or keyword phrases that of what I've written about here in my press release. Okay, so if that didn't answer your question, please elaborate on that. Okay, so once you get done, you have to have at least 250 characters for a press release. Then you're just going to if it's authentic, then you want to check this. This was actually copied in this case, so I would have to put the link to the original content. Even if it's my original content that I had on a personal blog, it's still considered as copied. Okay, authentic here at IBOtoolbox means that it's nowhere else on the internet. Okay, this is better for the search engines to pick it up. Okay, so and then you just go and check the rules that you assure that the press release does not contain negativity towards any member, opportunity, or product, and does not contain profanity or adult material. Okay, this is a big one too. There is no adult material allowed on IBOtoolbox, okay? Please, please, please follow the rules, okay? If you're not sure what's acceptable, there's an acceptable use policy down here at the bottom. Click on it and read it, okay? No automated software, no shenanigans going on. Okay, we want to keep this community clean. So IBOtoolbox development team and admins are constantly striving to make this the best place for us on the internet to promote our businesses. So, you know, just abide by the rules. If you don't, you're going to get your account suspended. Okay, most people abide by the rules, but then you got people coming in that will, you know, occasionally think that they can get away with things, and then, you know, anyways, enough about that. Okay, so if that didn't answer your question, let me know. All right, so the next question is, okay, how do I upload images or videos in my press release? Okay, let's see. So, hang on one second here. It's very simple, but again, you have to, let me go to this press release. I'm going to edit it. You have to have the URL of where that image is hosted so that IBOtoolbox knows where to grab it. So I've got an image here in this one, so I'm just going to highlight it, and I am going to edit it. Okay, so this actually came from the newsletter. Okay, so this is where this image is hosted. Okay, so you're going to need something like that. Okay, so it's going to end in a .png, a .gif, or a .jpg. Okay, it's got to be hosted somewhere. A lot of people ask me, well, where do I get my hosting? One of the best resources that IBOtoolbox has is IBO Banners. IBO Banners is a place where you can create your own graphics, and you can also upload your graphics there and host them. Unlimited hosting. You get a 7-day trial, and then it's $3.95 a month. If you have a WordPress blog or something like that, obviously you can host images, but you have to know how to do that. You have to know how to FTP. You know, it's just, if you don't want to mess with any of that, then just go get an IBO Banners account and utilize that. Okay, so that's how you do that. So you would need the image source. So just do okay. Now, if I wanted to add a video, that would be this icon. So I would just need that. I could go and get the YouTube embedded code and do it like that, or I could put in the source. Okay, so you would just need that. Very simple stuff. Let's see. What do we have next? Okay, the ad creator. Okay, real quick. You actually create listing ads, so you go to My Advertising, and you're going to click on Create Ad. You can create a text ad, and you would give it a friendly name, which is just for your reference only. The ad title, 25 characters, ad text, I believe it's 85, and then the website link is the target website. Set the display speed. This really just depends on where you're running that ad, how many members are running their ad in that location. I just usually leave it at default. It's hard to tell unless you want to just put it at very slow or something if you don't want it to use up your impressions so quickly. But again, it just depends on how many people are running ads in that location. And then you got to select where you want it displayed on. You have to select at least one or you can select all and then just save that. Once you save the ad, it's listed here under My Advertising in this area here, and you can preview it. Here, you can. I've got a listing ad somewhere. Let's see here. Where's my listing ad? Probably the second page here. At least I thought I had a listing ad. Okay, maybe I don't. Anyways, you would just basically preview it before you turn it on. Okay, make sure it's displaying properly, and then you go back and you click on turn on. Okay, or yeah, turn on there. That one's already on. Okay, and then if you're doing a banner ad, really basically the same thing except you've got an extra link. So if we did a 468 by 60, give it a friendly name, again for your reference only. The website link is your domain. If it's, you know, promoting an affiliate product or whatever, that's the link that you would put there. That's where you want your visitors to go when they click on your banner. The graphic URL is where that image is hosted. So similar to the press releases, you have to have where that image is hosted. So you could definitely go to IBO banners to do that. Display speed, again, depending on where you're running it, how many members are running their banner in that location, because your ad will rotate with them. And then again, you got to select one or all and then say that. And then you go back, you make sure that it's previewing good, and then you turn it on. Okay, let's see. To post an image on your IBO social profile page, do you need an HTML editor? No, 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 no. You have to know a little bit of basic HTML. Okay, so edit profile. It's step 5. It's customization. If you want to just post an image, you can do that. That's not a problem. But if you want to make that image clickable, you have to know a little bit of basic HTML. Okay, I do all of my stuff in HTML, and it's not, and I'm not saying that to impress you, because I really didn't know anything about HTML, but it's just basic stuff. It's just making an image clickable. It's just really going to look something like this, and it's not that difficult. So let me just put this in here for you. But again, you have to have that image hosted somewhere here. Let's see. Okay, so this is kind of what it's going to look like. You can use a center that's in the design editor, but you're going to at least need this part here. Okay? And you can create those images over on IBO banners, and again, you've got somewhere to host it, so you've got all that information, because you'll need the target website first of all, and then you'll need that image URL. Okay. Okay, so welcome to IBO. You're brand new. That's awesome. We're so glad to have you here. My suggestion would be for you, you're absolutely in the right place. You're going to learn a lot on this webinar. So just absorb everything that you're hearing. Soak up as much as you can. And then I would definitely register at Market with Chris. Go through those videos. Start from the beginning. You can, earn your credits over there as well, and then you'll be ready to set up your advertising to promote your businesses and so forth. How does the SMS system work? Oh, that's a great tool. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so basically what the SMS system is, it is, if you go to the SMS lookup, okay, under IBO apps. And this is new this week. So basically what happens is if you know the phone number for any mobile phone, you would just basically put that in here in the box, and you can look up their, you can basically send them an email as a text message to them, okay? Because it will send them an email, okay, to their phone. Because once you enter in a phone number here and click on look it up, you're going to get two different email addresses. One's going to be, I think it's .txt, like I've got AT&T, so mine is my phone number at, I think it's AT&T.txt or something like that. I'm not sure. And then to send a like a video or an image or something like that, you would actually get the multimedia text message email address for that given phone number. So it's really, really cool. It only costs 5 credits per lookup, and if the number's not found, then it won't cost you any credits. Okay, so it's very cool. And please realize that this information is not recorded inside of IBOtoolbox, and it's going directly to the provider's database. So it's going directly to Sprint or Verizon or AT&T or, you know, any of the Boost Mobile or any of those mobile platforms out there, or not mobile platforms, but, you know, providers. It's going right to their database, okay? It knows it by the numbers. Each provider has, you know, certain numbers. So that's how they're finding it. So give it a shot. And, you know, like anything else, don't spam people. You know, I mean, you know, just be careful what you're doing. You don't want to get yourself into trouble. Okay, use common sense. Okay. In fact, you know what? You could put your own mobile phone in there and look it up, and then you can get your emails for that. So it's really, really cool. I love it. I saw a wall post by you, admin. That wasn't me, that was the admin. Regarding comment scrubbing. Yes. You know what, you guys? Here's the deal. The comment scrubbing is for all of our benefit. You know, when you go through and you see comments like on your press releases. Okay, so here, let's just see if we can, I don't know if any will be on there. You know, like nice press release, or thanks for sharing, or liked and shared. Do you really think that those people took the time to read your press release? Okay, that's number one. All right, I won't comment on a press release unless I read it. Okay, and I would really recommend that you not comment either unless you read it. Because here's the deal, it's not going to do anybody any bit of good if it's just nice press release. Because remember what I said in the beginning, everything you do on this platform gets indexed. If Google sees nice PR, it doesn't know what to do with that. I mean, that's not, it just, you know, that's not even relevant to that press release. Yes, we as members might understand that, but I want somebody to read my press release. If I'm going to take the time to write it, I want someone to really read it. I want them to comment accordingly. I want them to say, hey, you know what, I liked your Facebook marketing tips. Here's why. Or, you know what, I'm going to try that with the groups that I have. Or I'm going to try and create a group page like that. I'm going to follow your lead. That seems to be, you know, great information. I'm going to check that out. Or something like that, you know. Or maybe you've got experience with a product. If somebody's posting a press release about a product that they're promoting, and you want to say, hey, you know what, I've got great results with that product. That's an awesome product. No negativities allowed, no links are allowed, and you can't even post a link in a comment. But I tell you, if you do that with the community members, your associates, if you help them that way, it's going to help them promote their business, and they in turn will show you the same respect by commenting on your press releases in that way. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a long comment. The other thing too is what IBOtoolbox development team and the admins were finding is that people would just go and they'd have one, what I like to call canned comment, and they'd post it. And then they'd go to the next press release and they'd post the same one. And they would just keep going on and on like that. It looks robotic. This is a social network. Why wouldn't you want to give a good relative comment. When you welcome new people to the platform, say something different. Hi, welcome to IBO. You're going to really like it here. Something like that. It doesn't, change it up a little bit. I recommend you completing your profile or, welcome to IBO, complete your profile first. Something like that. Or, attend a webinar or something like that. Looking forward to reading your press releases, learning more about you. Change it up. Don't put the same thing because people are not going to really engage in those kind of robotic comments. Okay, so just give a good quality comment. It's really for everyone's benefit. Okay. How do you get people to look at your business without seeming like you're trying to get them out of their business? Okay, well, first of all, you need to realize is that when you're posting on the wall, who you're really marketing to. So I don't know if you missed the beginning of the webinar, but we as members are seeing the wall. That's 4% of the daily traffic, and IBOtoolbox receives well over 300,000 visitors each day. 96% of that 300,000 visitors is non-member traffic. So we are seeing this on the wall. And yes, some of the members will click on your businesses because, they might be interested or they want to learn more about what you've just posted. But the majority is going to come from the members that see your post on the outside, either on your IBO social profile page on your social wall. Let me just go back to mine here. On my social wall here, right here, okay, so the outside traffic is seeing this and they can click on the view press release on my name, on somebody else's name to go to their profile. They can just start clicking away. Okay, but if you go to the main IBO hub, that wall shows up here as well. Okay, so this is who you're really marketing to, the outside, not the members on the inside. The members on the inside or your associates have another, I guess if you want to call it job or whatever, or what they're going to share in is commenting to boost that post back up to the top, get more circulation, and again, it's not only going to show here, it's going to show on the outside. The other place that it shows, and I couldn't get this to work earlier, I'm not sure if I think the development team must be working on it, but also here is where the posts will show up as well. Okay, so, and you can feature what shows too. And you can also do this here. So if I wanted to just find out about Velma, who is our featured member of the day, I would just simply click on Show Only IBO Featured Member. Okay, so every post here, even though it's on the main ibosocial.com, is all about Velma. If I wanted to see the posts about only the IBO top enrollers, I would click on that, and this would be just the top enroller posts. Okay, and then so on and so forth. Okay, the other thing that you need to realize too is even the most recent member videos show up here on IBO Social, and the recent press releases. And again, anybody can start clicking on this. And actually, this works the same way too, but for some reason it's not working. So anyhow, that is kind of how it works. So you're really not marketing to the members. You're really marketing to that 96% of the daily traffic. Okay. How do you get even more traffic to your sites? You get a lot of traffic from IBO, but how do you increase traffic to your sites outside of IBO, like your blog or your affiliate site or whatever? How do you increase that traffic? One of the biggest ways, or my best recommendation to you, is writing press releases about your businesses, and with a link back to your sites, okay? Running banner ads, listing ads, and just being very, very active, whether it be post on the wall with something, because again, that 96% sees it on the outside. So that's what I would highly recommend. And use all of the platforms. Use rebrandable traffic, use IBO lists, use IBO exchange, which is a social media traffic exchange. You can add your websites over there to get even more traffic. Oh, yikes. We are really running low on time. Hang on one second. Okay, what is the difference between advertising on IBO and rebrandable traffic? Okay, two different things. You're sending traffic to your websites, okay? So you're setting up a campaign. So you're really just getting visitors. You're really not advertising your campaigns. It's really not an advertising campaign. It is to get visitors there. And really, the way rebrandable traffic works the best is if you use a lead capture page. Okay, so you don't want to send them directly just to your site. You want to send them to a lead capture page. Make sure to take my training over at Market with Chris on that. I'll show you how to get a lead capture page set up and how you set up a campaign. Also, too, you can use rebrandable traffic to become a traffic reseller as well. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. You know what? I just like to have fun. And again, because I think that I want to make sure that you guys are trained correctly. I want you all to be successful. This is important to me. So I'm so glad that you feel like I'm adding value here. I appreciate you. Okay, you couldn't find the price of the mobile app. It's free. That's why you couldn't find it. Okay, so if you go from your phone, you want to go to, well, I'm just going to click on here. If I go here, it's just m.ibotoolbox.com. That's how you get to it. And then you log in with your username and your password. Same logins. It's completely free. Obviously, let's see here. I'll show you what this looks like. Obviously, you're seeing it from my desktop. But yeah, it's completely free. So this is what it looks like on my phone. These are stacked up on top of each other. And it's really a lot easier to manage your ads. The wall looks a little bit different. When you post on the wall, it says via IBO mobile. So if I were to post something here, okay, so if I wanted to post on it, I can and put a link there. I could definitely do that. I'm not going to put a link here. Just do that. Oh, I must have had a post. Oh, there's a post down here. Okay, so yeah, it looks the same way. You just would do that. newsletter. Like if I went to the newsletter here, which is another way that you guys can get training. There's tip of the week training, webinar information, family of websites, and so forth. So if I just wanted to leave a comment here, I could definitely do that. Business owner comment, get a backlink there, and then it would show back up over here. But what I wanted to show you is nobody's on mobile here, and it's not. Let's see if I can refresh here. It's not letting me post. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works. It should. There we go. Okay, so see how it says via IBO mobile? Okay, so when you go back home, you can also do manage your ads, associate requests, messages, and credit center. This is a big one because I don't know about you, but I take my phone everywhere, so I can redeem my Club IBO credit code. I can do the credit conversion, daily credit code, purchase credits. It also shows my credit usage history as well, so everything here, so I can stay up to date. So anyways, that's IBO mobile, and yes, it's completely free. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? How do you respond to emails from associates appropriately? Okay, it depends on what they're saying. I guess I'm a little confused. What do you mean by appropriately? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, you know what? No, there are no more Saturday webinars, just Wednesdays. Okay, so if you thought you created a press release and you're thinking it's nowhere to be found, you might, if you go to PRs or the PR tool and you scroll down at the bottom, you can see if it was published out, okay? You would have had to have, it would be down here, and it also gets pushed out to your IBO social profile page. So if you go to your profile page and you click on press releases, it would be listed here. So check there too. It also goes out to the wall when you publish it. It would be an announcement saying that you just published a press release and the title with a link to go and read it. Let's see. How do you get to your press release to make a comment and reply back? Okay, so you would just go to, let's see here. You would go to the main link here, so I'm going to go to this one. Okay, so this is, so I would go right to, I wouldn't reply from clicking on this link, I would go right to the press release, and I would read it, and I would click on reply here on their IBO social profile page. Make my comment, click on the arrow, and then it would show down here. Okay, if I click on reply here, it will show, but it won't show over here on the press release. Okay, so you got to go to the press release itself to comment. And then if you want to reply to someone's reply, you would obviously just click on reply, and you could just do that from here. Plus two, you know, if you maintain 5 stars, you get credits for commenting on press releases. Limit 1 comment per press release or video. If you comment here or reply here, you're not going to get that credit. You have to go to the member's IBO social profile page where the original press release was posted and click on reply there. All right, one more question. Okay, how many credits does a member receive if someone joins through their invite link? Okay, so they earn 200 credits or 400 credits if they're a contributor, because contributors earn double credits for certain activities and referring is one, but you don't earn those credits until that new referral has completed their profile and has earned their first star. Okay, so it's your responsibility to get with that person that you referred and tell them how to complete their profile or send them to a webinar, Market with Chris, or whatever you need to do, because they need to complete their profile and they need to complete steps 1 through 3. And you know what, you guys, I really apologize because we've got a lot of questions. So I'm going to answer a few more and we're going to skip setting up the profile because you guys are asking me some really, really good questions. I want to make sure that I get them answered for you. Okay. You know what? The next question is, can you repost a press release if it isn't reviewed by members? There's no point in doing that because it's only going to get indexed out there in the search engine. So, you know what? The more you comment on other members' press releases, the more they'll comment on yours. It's still going to get indexed out there, and you know, just give it some time. People will start to, you know, comment on your press releases. Can you insert a link to a product in your press release? You certainly can if you want. Okay. You have to have the image to that, or you have to have the URL to that image. There's just no way around it. Okay, I answered that question on how to add an image and get the image URL. How do you get the links, especially? Okay, you got, it's wherever that image is hosted. It's got to be hosted somewhere. If it's on Facebook, then if it's an image, you got to be careful what images you're using. You don't want to steal any images. Okay. What I would recommend is you upload your images to IBO banners. You have to have that image URL. Okay, so we talked a little bit about how members get suspended early on. They're not following the rules. Just review those acceptable use policies. If you go to their IBO social profile page, you'll see exactly why they were suspended. So they could be suspended for using automated software. They could be suspended for spamming members through the message system. Adult material, anything like that. Not following the rules. And I feel bad. I'm making you guys stay late after class. I hope it's worth it for you. I'm sure it probably is. Okay. Okay. Views and clicks in IBO. Okay, a view is an impression. Okay, it's how many times that image is shown, or that banner is shown, or that ad is shown. A click is a click-through. They actually click on the banner, or every advertisement at IBO has 2 links, one to the members' IBO social, or one to the target website, which is, you know, the affiliate site or whatever they're promoting, and one to the members' IBO social profile page. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so this one, okay, so if I click on this, it's going to take me to the banner itself. It will take me to the members, whatever William is promoting. If I click on his name, it will take me to his IBO social profile page. All right, last question, then we are done. Oh, this is a great question. How do I get my profile picture to have money on it on the wall? I see some people have money behind the picture. Okay, so here's what happened. Here's what 3 great examples here. Each one of these members, as you can see to the left, they actually have money behind their picture. It's because they're an IBO contributor. It means that they've purchased credits. This platform's absolutely free for all of us members to use, but it's not free to run. So anything that we can do, such as purchasing credits or becoming a member of Club IBO, is helping keep IBOtoolbox free for us, so you become a contributor. So if you want that money behind your picture and that contributor badge, which gives you a lot more recognition, clout, whatever you want to call it, attention, then that's how you would get it. Okay, so we're going to have to wrap it up because it's the top of the hour and I've got to. Join us again next Wednesday. And, you know, if I didn't get your questions answered, I apologize. I think I answered a lot of questions. So I apologize for that. But come to the webinar next Wednesday and get your questions in there early. Again, register at marketwithchris.com. Probably a lot of your questions will be answered there as well, plus you earn the extra credits. Okay, so I'm going to end the recording, and I'm going to have this recording up probably sometime tomorrow on IBOtoolbox's YouTube channel, probably within the next 12 hours or so. Okay, so all right, so we're going to go to the Credit Center, and I'm going to actually, I'm going to keep this recorded here until I issue you the code. So Credit Center, yes, Chris, click on it. There we go. Click on Credit Center and click on Redeem Coupon. This opens up the IBO Credit Code Redeemer box. Okay, so there's instructions here, and I'm going to walk you through how to redeem the code. Okay, so in order to unlock the redemption tool and redeem your credits, you need to click and visit ads located on at least one of the following links. Now, this is another way to give back to the platform, to contribute. You don't get the contributor badge and you don't get the money behind your profile picture, but it's a great way to help contribute to the platform. Okay, so in order to do that, and these links are clickable. They open in a new window. So I'm going to click on IBO banners. And I'm going to click here. And I'm going to go back here, and this box is still open. Okay, and I'm going to do one more. I'm going to click on IBOtoolbox. And I'm going to click here. Oops. It didn't do anything. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. So now I can check the box that I have clicked on a few ads. It allows me to do that. If you don't click on any of these links here, but maybe earlier you've clicked on some of the ads throughout the platform, this box will not allow you to check it until you visit one or more of these links that will show here. Okay, just want to make that clear to everyone. Okay, so